What's up, everybody? Brotrio here, and we're a little late to the game, but we're bringing Princess Peach ShowTime Pow Wow. Now, I recently played this with my wife. She did most of the playing, because there's no two-player or anything. Not even like a Mario Galaxy like pointer two-player. Just just nothing. This game reminds me of Kirby and the Forgotten Land in a few ways. The way it like controls, how it's like 3D, no camera control, like a little area to run around in, and then like you keep going, you're in the next area. Okay. Pretty much. I'm gonna say ahead of time that it was a fun game, a little simplistic for my taste, but my wife had a better time with it, and she's not really much of a gamer. She'll occasionally play a game here and there, but she had a fantastic time with it because it's simple, fun, aesthetically pleasing, and that's pretty much all you need for non-gamers and, you know, maybe kids, stuff like that too. So Princess Peach ShowTime is a well-made game. I'll say that, and I'm going to get some of the negatives out of the way first before I get into the story, transformations, and the bosses and stuff. So the biggest negative is probably Patissier Peach. Just not a fan of that one. It's like...
What the hell even is that?
That's like the baking one?
Yeah, that was one of the best subclasses in Bravely Second.
Well, okay, but in this, it's just semi-decent little mini-games, but they're very boring and repetitive, and then if you want 100% the level, it just kind of sucks.
So is it the minigame? Is it like making poffins in Pokemon?
Or is it like the cake decorating minigame from Mario Party?
You stir it up.
It's closer to the Mario Party cake decorating.
Okay.
But like with the cakes, you're sitting on a swing and you have a giant like cream thingy, and you're just like, and you're trying to imitate the picture on the that it's showing you on the cake. Okay. And some of the cakes move, and it's all kinds of stuff, and like it's kind of fun at first, but when you're trying to 100% it sucks. Because it's pretty much the only one where you have to be like perfect. Huh. If you miss like half a second, you have failed. And what makes it worse, if you have to start the level over, you basically cannot skip any cutscenes or anything.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, they're not cutscenes. It's just a lot of dialogue, and there's no way to make it faster. Like you're just in it, and you just have to deal with it. You can skip her little transformation cutscenes and any actual cutscenes, but most of the level is your little pal Stella just talking, and like doing all the dialogue for Peach. Pretty much, it's like, well, we have to help these guys, and it just sucks. Like it's because most of them you don't really have, or I didn't have to start over very often. But with Patissier, it's like, well, I missed this cake, and so there's cakes. There's cookies. The cookies are easier, but that one you have to just hit B or A or whatever a lot, and stop at the right time to get the maximum amount of cookies. And if you cook with the little guys, you get like it makes it a lot faster and makes like double the cookies. But there's 3 bowls, and you have to like run to different bowls. And if you don't get to the bowl in time, it goes away. So you have to get to the one with the little guys fastest. And it's just. That one wasn't as bad as the cakes, but just it's kind of the same. If you don't have the right like strategy basically going in, it sucks. Okay. And I think there was a third Patissier thing, I can't remember, but it's cakes and cookies were mostly the like bane of my existence, at least for the first Patissier level. The second one and the third one were not as bad because you don't have to go through the little tutorial section as Peach first and find the outfit. The second time you go through, you start with the outfit, but the first time you have to like find it, and that's where a lot of the like talkie stuff was coming in.
Oh, okay.
So that's the biggest negative. One of my negatives that wife doesn't agree with is this is the most run forward and hit A sometimes game. Like it's so easy. Like it's
like Kirby Star Allies.
It's pretty much, it's probably that level, maybe a little easier.
Shit. So Kirby,
maybe
Dreamland 3.
No, not that. I don't know. It's in there somewhere.
Is it Epic Yarn? easy.
Well, you can die, so maybe not epic yarn, but it's not
good.
No, it's good. It's not easy to the point where it annoys me.
Okay.
Like, it's not that easy where I'm just bored now. Because at least I have to do something, and at least something's going on, and every level's different. Because she has so many powers.
Okay, it'll be hard for you to answer this, I guess, because of history. But, is it like the level of difficulty in Super Mario Brothers World, like 1-1?
Yeah, probably.
Where, like, it's relatively easy, but you could die, theoretically.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little hard. It's a little easier than that, because you don't die every time you fall down a cliff or anything.
Right.
And you have more than 2 hits.
Okay.
But it's just, if you're looking for any kind of challenge besides Patissier bullshit, you're not really going to find it. Now, that being said, those are my only negatives. It's not bad.
Oh.
It's a very good game. It's just the Patissier really, really burned me for that. And so that's why that one stood out. Not all the power-ups are good, but Patissier is the only one where I was like, if I never have to do this again, it'll be too soon. So the pros are, this is a very aesthetically pleasing game. This is a very pretty game. It really dove into its theme of plays very hard. Because, I mean, like, you're in a opera house or whatever you call it, like a playhouse. It's like Luigi's Mansion where there's different floors. And, like, as you progress, you go up floors and blah, blah, blah. Every floor has new powers and whatever. But the progression system felt a lot like Luigi's Mansion. You can go back down and go back and if you need 100% or whatever. And the little you get these little star things. And that's how you buy different, like, levels and stuff.
You buy the level?
Well, you have to have a certain amount to unlock, like, the final level of that floor.
Oh, like the stars.
And the
like
coin,
Mario 64?
Yeah, and you can buy new dresses for Peach and stuff with coins.
Oh.
So that's fun.
Like,
okay.
You unlock them through the game.
Cosmetics, or?
It's just cosmetics. But
It's
it's like...
cosmetics?
Yeah, there's one that's like you have a classic, of course. You have one that's like gradient and starts like really pink and gradually like lighter pink
cool.
throughout. You get different ones from the bosses. You get different dresses like different colors and stuff too. Somehow they didn't have a Daisy dress. I was waiting for a Daisy dress. But like the bosses give you new outfits. And most of the ones you can buy for Peach are like at the beginning of the game before you beat anything. Most of them are variations of pink. But later on you get different ones and you find new ones in the levels and stuff like that. So there's a lot of little options to choose how you want Peach to look. Oddly enough, pretty sure the most worn dress was the Patissier one because it had strawberries all over it. But, yeah. I don't have too much else to say because I can't get into the gameplay without the spoilers because every level's friggin' different.
I mean, I don't think anyone cares about spoilers, honestly, but if you do, go away now.
Alright, so I'm going to run through all of Peach's forms and give my thoughts on them, and then I'll get into the story, I guess. So, you start out, the first one you can do is Sword Fighter Peach. That's
the first one?
Yeah. This one's one, you normally have your choice of 4, but I'm pretty sure it forces you into Sword Fighter for the first one.
Okay.
And it's all plays. So it's all like, you're going through, and little like cardboard stuff will pop up, and it's little plays, like everything's a play. And then when the actual enemies pop up, like that, obviously not, but they're wearing little outfits and whatever, and you gotta like stab them. But Sword Fighter Peach was fun. You're running through the level, dressed like a fucking conquistador, just running through, stabbing, slashing, and like these vines will pop up in the first level, you gotta slash through them and all kinds of stuff. She has this cool little dodge where if you like dodge at the right time, she time slows down, she's like, ah! and
Flurry rush.
Like kind of flurry rush. She just like goes this way instead of and ends up behind them and stuff like that, and you just slash them up. And there's little mini bosses throughout it that like force you to do that kind of stuff, so you can learn the controls. And then you're done. And then there's gonna be like a couple other choices to choose from. But basically, you play through each power 3 times. Like you play it once on one floor, once on another floor, and then the basement unlocks where you can go down and fight and do a harder version, and you kill or beat or whatever the sword fighter bad guy, like that has the same powers, and you release somebody called a Sparkla, which is the people that live in that in that theater that like embody like the sword fighter, like they are the sword fighter like actor, and they're the ones that gave Peach the ability to be the sword fighter in the first place. So you go through 3 times, release the Sparkla, and then they show up in like one of the floors just chilling, like talking to people like taking pictures of them or getting autographs or whatever.
Oh, cool.
So that was pretty fun. It was just a nice little progression, and then when you unlock the elevator, it gets even better because you don't have to like walk downstairs the whole time. You just teleport basically. But next up, I'm going to talk about Cowgirl Peach. This one was pretty cool because this one you just whip your lasso at people and she throws them off screen. Essentially, everyone dies in 1 or 2 hits. That goes in with the easiness of the game, and they're barely a threat. But and Cowgirl was a little interesting because you whip the enemies, but also like you can like whip like barrels and stuff and throw them at people. And every now and again, there's like little guys in the barrels, and you have to get it in time to get the little star thingy, or to get an outfit or something to like free the little like good guys.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like almost a little more puzzly or something than Sword Fighter, because Sword Fighter was just like kill everybody and find the secrets. But Cowgirl was like, yeah, if you like, there'll be enemies coming up from little elevators or whatever, and sometimes it's a good guy, and you have to whip the good guy and throw the barrel to let him escape, and that kind of stuff. But then also, you get a horse in the later half of the Cowgirl levels, or sometimes it's the first half. You're chasing down the bad cowboys and whipping them off their horses and whatnot. It was, it's like Auto Runner with the horse, pretty much. It was a fun time. And I already went over Patissier. You're basically just baking and feeding the bad guys, and then they turn.
Why are you feeding them?
Well, no. I'm sorry. The bad guys are trying to steal the food.
Okay.
And like when some of the good guys are like sad, you make them like cookies, and then they eat the cookies, and then they're good, and they unlock the way for you. It sucks. Patissier sucks. That's like it was a cool outfit, and it gave you a cool dress, but it sucks, and it was. Some parts of it were okay, but for overall, especially with how like spot on you have to be when it's the only one like that, like none of the other ones are hard at all to 100%, but that one you have to be like right on the money. It's weird. I don't like it, and it'd be one thing if it was challenging but fun, but it's not. It just sucks. It's just like I don't have to keep doing this. I made 4 cakes. That should be enough. Give me the star. Then we have Ninja Peach. This one was pretty fun. It's very stealth based, and you know it's not like they're gonna see you if you do it right. You run to the wall. She pulls up a little sheet, and like she's going against the wall. You go in the grass. She pulls up 2 little things of grass, and you're like sneaking through the grass.
Oh, that's cute.
The little animations are probably my favorite part of this game, because like Patissier Peach is constantly just like swaying back and forth for some reason and stuff like that. Like each outfit had its own little personality in the animations. And part of Ninja's was like you get underwater, she got a little bamboo thing breathing and stuff like that. Ninja was pretty fun. And it's just sneaking around, killing bad guys, and then there's gonna be an auto runner section where Peach is like running on walls and shit, running through like a platforming kind of section. And then she'll get like a secret ninja power, where it's like, all right, you control water now, and you're like surfing on a tidal wave, like controlling the tidal wave, bashing through enemies and stuff.
Oh, weird.
So Ninja was pretty fun. It was a lot of it was very fast paced. It was cool. Detective Peach is probably my second least favorite, because it's just nothing. It's just like you're walking around, you got a little magnifying glass, and you're like, this is a clue, and if it's not, you get hurt.
What?
Yeah. If it's not the real clue, like if you accuse the wrong person of a crime, you lose a heart, because there has to be something that happens, I guess. But like the first one, you're solving a museum like caper where they stole this mural off of the wall, trying to figure out how they did it, and then eventually like you figure out that they didn't. They just put a curtain of a blank wall over it. Stupid. But it was not as bad as Patissier, but it was just like, they felt like longer levels, but probably just because I'm not as actively doing stuff. But it wasn't too bad, and they had funny little stories to them. Master Thief was one of my favorite ones. It was like...
What's she dressed like?
Like Carmen Sandiego almost.
Oh.
she's got like it's a brown like leathery outfit, but she's got like this wide brim hat and like a Zorro mask and like a little cape and like leather like trench coaty looking outfit. But that one is mostly like it. I don't know what to compare it to, but it's kind of like noir, but also with a lot of technology. Like it's like an old like noir movie, kind of like music and stuff, but there's like robots and security cameras and shit. And it's weird. I don't know what to compare it to, but it's fun because she gets a little like grappling hook whip thing. And that's how you get around the level. You're whipping them around on hooks and stuff. If there's robots coming at you, you can whip them and that stuns them. And you go around stealing stuff, but you're also the good guy, I guess. Because it's like, oh, the Master Thief is here and everyone's happy. But you're stealing from the bad thieves because like they stole a golden statue of like the mayor or whatever, and you go steal it back. And that was pretty fun because of the traversal, and might be my favorite outfit because it looked cool. It was Carmen Sandiego straight up, just not like bright ass red.
Yeah,
I wish they went full Carmen Sandiego, but Thief was a lot of fun. I liked Thief. Figure Skater was not my favorite, but it wasn't too bad. You basically have to perform well, and like these little like snowflakes or whatever will come down, and like you have to jump on that spot and spin on a different looking spot, and then it's kind of like a rhythm game almost, but you have to like fight bad guys also. So they're like you do this little spin attack to fight the bad guys, but the boss figure skater that you have to fight, you basically avoid his attack till he's dizzy, then you hit him, and Peach like spins around him, and like his little scene where she like knocks him on his ass, and then all the little sparklers that he possessed, not sparklers, whatever the little big nose people are named that live in the theater, I can't remember what they're called, but
the ones that look like Captain Olimar?
Yeah, the little Olimar guys. But they get all possessed by the bad figure skater, so you have to like claim him back, and then like once he runs out, then you can kill him or whatever. So that one was okay. Now Mermaid Peach, that was funner than I thought it would be, because most of the level you're just swimming around, and it's cool. It's cool. It's fun. It's fluidly like swimming. It's not like awkwardly controlled like a lot of water levels. But you also have singing powers, and then you get these. When you sing, you can control these fish that are around. And she sings along to the level song, so that was pretty cool. So it's not just random singing on top of the level music. She just starts singing the level music wherever it's at and matches up to it.
Well, that's cool.
Oh, that is
cool.
But
you get these little fish, and you can like open up clams or whatever, push stuff around, solving puzzles for the most part. And then at the end of the mermaid levels, you get a rhythm game, which not bad.
Better?
Yeah, much better than Kingdom Hearts 2. The songs are good, and it's not offbeat like Kingdom Hearts 2, and it was a lot more fun than Kingdom Hearts 2. But basically, you just hold B, and she has her little song bubble around her, and these fish that are notes that look like notes come in, and you match the notes with the stick, and bum bum bum, and then you fish. You're good. You're done. They make the rest of the fish sing, and sometimes you can also control big giant eels, and that's pretty cool. But Mermaid was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. Mighty Peach was the superhero Super Sentai version. Not a huge fan. I wish she had at least more flashy moves like Sword Fighter, because it's just a punch. And that's it.
Oh.
And it's just over and over again the same punch, and you can pick stuff up and throw it. But I wish she was just like, at least punch twice, just like pop, 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 something. But it's just like, that's it. But the final one of those was pretty cool, or the final one before you go in the basement and rescue that one. The final one of those was pretty cool though, because there's a scientist character that like grows you to like this giant size, and you're fighting this spaceship and.
Oh, cool.
Like, okay, it wasn't. No, it was pretty fun, because there's like space flight too. She gets a little jetpack, and that's the auto runner version for that level. is you're just flying in space, punching spaceships and meteors and stuff. It was pretty cool with how powerful she was, but I just wish there was a little more variety in her attack than just a punch or throwing like a bus or whatever.
Was it better giant combat than Luigi's Mansion 3?
I don't remember that, so maybe.
The film one, you weren't actually giant.
Oh,
the Luigi Kaiju fight.
I don't know. I like that kaiju fight. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no because I like that kaiju fight a lot and killing that ghost, sucking it out of the kaiju costume. But Mighty Peach was like the sets and the aesthetics of it were really cool. I just wish there was a little more like Sword Fighter Peach. I was flitting around and stabbing and different like moves and stuff at least while you're just pressing the button essentially. My favorite one my favorite one was Kung Fu Peach. Ooh. Kung Fu Peach was very fun. She's running around like this the whole time, like tucked into her little like gi sleeves.
Okay.
But that one was fun. You just running around kicking ass basically. And there was this like old martial arts master, like evil guy that was like, oh, you're more powerful than I thought, and you have to fight him like 4 times. And like the last time you fight him, you just beat his ass. Like it's bad. Like when you beat like levels in Donkey Kong Country Returns and shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what you do to this man. She's like, like, and then launch him into the wall at the end. Like Peach kicks the shit out of this dude, and it was awesome. So Kung Fu Peach was my absolute favorite. That one was a lot of fun, and like you could like when you could like punch tables into people and stuff. So not just punching the people, you could like punch the tables and it would knock them all out and stuff. Kung Fu Peach was a lot of fun. And then the final form is spoilers, so we'll get into that later.
We're already spoiler alert.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go through the bosses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
So the main bosses of the game are what keep you from progressing into the further levels. You have the first one, which is Disco Wing. This is a big old bird that lays disco ball eggs, and you have to launch them back at it, essentially. And every boss has the same formula where you hit it a few times, then it's like dark evilness comes out, and you purify it, goes back in, you have to do that, and then the boss fight changes a little bit. You basically do that 2 more times.
Okay.
And, purify the darkness 3 times, boss is dead. And you got a cool purple disco dress out of that one. That was fun. And then you have Light Fang, which is the cat made of lights. And
like Christmas lights or like...
No, like stage lights.
Okay.
And then, I don't remember that fight.
Like light fixtures or like light itself?
Like the stage lights. Light fixtures.
Oh,
no, that was not the cat. I'm sorry. That was a snake.
Okay.
The next was a cat. I got myself confused. Light Fang was a snake, and that one was cool because it was kind of like Scarecrow levels of Arkham Asylum, where like you're hiding from the and you're just regular Peach for these fights.
Oh.
But like she has a little like spin attack that she can do, and that's pretty much all she got. And she can project it forward a little. But Light Fang was an Arkham Asylum Scarecrow level snake that you avoid him and get up to the top, and you can like hit him or whatever, and then you purify the things and whatever. But that one was like you have to sneak around and hide behind stuff because he's looking for you like Scarecrow in Arkham Asylum. The cat I was thinking of was Projector Cat. It's just made out of a projector.
Okay.
This is the fight I don't remember. I don't remember this fight. But you kill this cat, and it's made out of projectors. I don't remember that fight at all. But I remember Spotlight. Spotlight is a spotlight cat, and he can turn himself into 2 cats, and you have to find out which one's the real cat, and throw his... He shoots like lasers, like little lasers at you, and you have to like basically like hit him back, and hit him in the right time, but you have to decide which one's the real cat, because they both hurt you.
Oh, okay.
So you kill this lion, and then the last one's Madam Grape. After you killed the whole Sour Bunch. Stupid names.
Did they ever... Any justification of Grape and the Sour Bunch, or is that just it?
That's just it. She just doesn't... She's like, I'm the real star, Peach. You're nothing. Like, she's like a very, like, diva attitude. Like, she does not like Peach, because Peach is too attention grabbing, I guess. I think she was after the theater and Peach happened to be there because she was like, I own this theater now. And then Peach is stopping her. She's like, like very like prissy attitude. She was pretty like, I liked her little like fancy bitch attitude.
Okay.
But you get the final form after you rescue all the Sparklers to fight Madame Grape, called Radiant Peach. And Peach just, her dress is glowing like turquoise now, and she can fly and shoot lasers.
What?
Okay.
That's the ultimate power you get from all the Sparklers giving you all their power at once. I thought it was gonna have you like, oh, I need a sword now. Oh, I need karate now.
So
but no, it's
so
like,
it is like a Kirby game.
it is. Yeah, you turn into a new form at the end, and she's like a like. It's like some Kirby Sailor Moon bullshit where she's...
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like Sailor Moon at the end, like Mario turned Super Saiyan with Bowser's Fury. I figured Peach was going to do Sailor Moon.
No, she kind of sort of did. She just turned into this radiant dress that can fly and shoot lasers now. And Grape turned real kaiju big. And you're avoiding her lasers and Kamehameha blasting her in the face. And that's my favorite fight from this game.
Oh,
You're just flying around blasting this bitch. It's awesome. And it looks awesome, and Peach is glowing. It's awesome. It's called Radiant Peach for a damn reason. And then, there's nothing else to spoil story-wise. You beat Madame Grape, and the Playhouse is saved, and now you can buy a Madame Grape dress, and she's just, I'm pretty sure she's straight up dead. Like, you see the mask like floating away in the ocean or whatever, like Jack of Blades.
Okay, I was gonna say, is it like Monster Hunter where you're like wearing her dead body?
No, not quite that level, but yeah, you blast Grape out of existence with your angel powers. And that was awesome. Grape, that bitch had to go. She's messing with all the little guys with the noses, the Olimars. She entrapped the Sparklers with her cats and her snakes. She had to go. That bitch had to go, so you Kamehameha blast her till she's dead. So that is Princess Peach ShowTime. A very aesthetically pleasing game. Oh man, when you get to the top floor, constant fireworks popping out of the windows. That was fun. But, I forgot this part. Like, straight up, Madame Grape destroys the theater. Like, all of it.
Oh.
And then when you kill her, it, like, comes back. I don't remember why. But I think Peach just, like, brings it back with her powers or whatever.
Yeah.
No.
But, yeah, Grape sucks. She had to go. So you blast Grape out of existence, except her mask. So for the sequel, she's coming back, maybe. Even more sour this time. But, yeah, Princess Peach was a solid, fun time with a good enough story to get you through. Because your little partner, Stella, was explaining everything. And no mention hide or hair of Mario or Luigi, so that's good. None of that. Like,
Any mention about anything, Mario, other than Peach?
They might have said something about the Mushroom Kingdom. But for the most part, it's just Peach's adventure. I thought she was going to save Mario or Luigi or somebody at the end, but nope, just Peach went to a show and got in some trouble and ended up turning into a angel and killing Madame Grape. And that's Princess Peach ShowTime. It's a fun and simple game that is not going to present you with a challenge, but it's going to be a fun, pretty time. And for me, based on what I played, I'm giving this an 8. Christy gives it a 9.5.
Wow.
Okay.
High.
She liked it a whole hell of a lot because it was not a stressful game except for Patissier. It was not a stressful game. It was not a hard game. It was perfect for people that don't play games very often, or aren't as like we've played games like all of them. Like we've played so many games. So for us, we probably know exactly what needs to be done as it needs to be done. But it was simple enough where like Christy plays Zelda. That's about it. Like that's really just about it that Christy plays is Zelda, and every now and again I throw a game at her and I'm like, no, you gotta play this one. But yeah, that is Princess Peach ShowTime. It's a fun time. Yeah. Angel Peach at the end. There you go. You can be karate, sword fighter, and an angel.